That's what we're looking for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's about to be H&M, 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 H&M is what it is. Damn, bruh.
Another Hnm Podcast.
Back at it. With some savages, and I don't know what to say. It's a weird week.
Yeah, Marv. Welcome, everybody, to the Hnm Podcast. This is Heck,
And your boy, hold on. It's your boy Marv, bro. What's up?
What's going on, Marv?
God
How
damn.
you doing?
I'm alright, man. You know, savage. I don't know the words. It's been a difficult week for me, bro.
Why? What happened?
A lot of work shit. I don't want to talk about work because that's some boring shit.
I've actually
I just
been
hate
working
work,
a lot
man.
myself.
Fuck that shit. I hate work right now. A lot of dudes out there not doing what they gotta do. Don't you hate when grown men don't do what the fuck they gotta do?
The reason why they don't do it is because they feel like somebody's getting one over on them. So they don't
What do
want
you mean?
Okay, well, from what I've learned in from what I know, is like when a man decides to decrease his work productivity, is because he feels like the other man is getting on him. So he's just like, I'm not gonna allow that person. This goes for anybody.
So it's like a
not get over
authority
me.
thing.
Yeah, some people have a problem with authority, but I think is if you have a problem with authority, then you gotta find a way to.
I think it's laziness. A lot of the shit that I see.
Yeah, it is. Okay, look.
It's laziness. It's not authority. It's not nothing with authority. It's not where, cause I don't get over on my employees. You know, cause I don't get over on them. Cause I work just as hard as they do, even harder sometimes. So it's not like I'm getting over on them. It's just laziness, or they're not consistent. They're not consistent. You know what I'm saying? With the workload or following through with tasks. It's the biggest thing that I have a problem with.
The thing is, like, I think everybody goes through that. Everybody has their fucking days, man.
Yeah, you have your days, but not your weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I have my days where I don't want to do much, you know? But then again, I've done things.
But you still pull your weight.
Well, yeah, some would argue no, but some of the things I do, you can't really see in my work. You know what I mean? So somebody might look at it like, hey, he hasn't done shit, but maybe I have. The thing is, nobody's seen it. For example, if I, change.
Turn the volume down.
For example, if I change the prices on certain vehicles, right? Because I work at a dealership, and then you didn't see me do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then next thing you know, customers are coming in because you know what I mean? So whoever attends them, say a salesperson, which I'm a salesperson too, but let's say another salesperson comes in, attends the one coming in, you're going to be like, oh, look, he's working, because you're physically seeing that. But you're not seeing the background work, or that one behind that, right? You're not seeing the research that went into putting that price, because now you're the cheapest within a 50-mile radius, 100-mile radius, what have you.
So you look up shit like that? You look up stats and shit?
Yeah, or what they previously sold for, and I do that both wholesale and retail. So I have to do both. You know what I mean? Not only that, then you gotta know what you really sell, what you don't sell.
You gotta find a middle ground between both, huh?
Yeah, which a lot of people don't know, but that's really my main strength. You know what I mean? It's like background work. So one might say, well, what the fuck's he doing? He's just sitting there, you know, or whatnot. But I've already did all the work before you even that customer that you're attending right there happened because of what I just did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you could be like, man, I'm running around doing this, and that. But hey,
the labor, right?
But I still do labor work to myself. You know what I mean?
Me too. A lot of it.
I do a lot of it too. And you remember too, I've done the kind of job you've done too.
Yeah, but see, okay.
I was really good at what I did.
But you saying that, right? You remember what we went through when we first started, where we started, right? And we both pulled our weight there, right?
Yeah, we did.
Some of the people that I have,
but we had great motivators though.
Yeah.
We had great
motivators.
Well,
no, we were driven. You see, the reason why we're at where we're at now is because we're driven. Even the littlest of tasks, we did them with
perfection, and we went beyond.
Yeah, we went beyond, and we asked, what else can I do?
I remember throwing away trash and making that a perfection.
Yeah.
You know?
Or not, or even then, even going to ask, what else can I do?
Yeah.
What else do you need done? You know? Those
Yeah.
little things right there will move you up. Oh, he's showing, that drive to keep going, or showing a little bit of what the fuck is the word? It's just
It's crazy.
it's just
you say
showing that initiative to
it
keep
is.
doing some more work.
And before I really want to say this before you keep going on, but I remember clocking out and going back to work just to make sure
You could have
that
got fired.
Yeah, I could have got fired, but I did that just to prove a point. Like, hey, I know what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm proud of what I do.
Mhm.
And no matter what I do, I'm gonna do it at my best.
But
I
be
remember
proud of what you do anyway.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I'm being proud regardless,
Mhm. You're
Of
right.
course,
I'm sorry. I was agreeing
had-
with you.
I had my fucking days. I didn't want to do shit. I
Yeah.
wanted to leave. But everybody has their fucking days. But you can't make it a habit to have a bad day.
But you can't get into the habit of not doing shit every day and not being driven. Like even okay, if you're not driven at the thing that you do, find a way out and find what you want to do. Like I'm happy with what I do. I love what I do.
I know.
But some people make it difficult, and I'm like, fuck, I just wish they would see it the way I see it. But that's my point of view. I get it. We'll have those people here and there, but that's just the way life is. Some people will come on just to come on to have a job, get a paycheck, and those are it. It sucks for the company. It sucks for like people like me that have to maneuver, that have to drive that company forward. But what it is. That's what is wrong with my week this week. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't mean to fucking keep going on and on.
There are a lot of those, and then,
It sucks. It
and
just
not
sucks.
only do you have those that, they use other things that work to make them slow down. And you know what I'm referring to. They like to smoke. And
Oh,
then,
yeah, like
and then they just want to go chill for the rest of the day and get paid.
Yeah, we used to have
You
a
know
lot
what
of
I
people
mean?
like that back in the day too.
I have nothing against people.
I don't
that
have
smoke.
anybody that does anything, man.
know?
If you want to do whatever you want to do,
No,
do it
that's
on your
cool.
own time.
Yeah, exactly.
But show
some
up to
people
the
like
job and
some
do the
people
job.
like to do that on the job. Which, if you have a laid back job, cool. But if you don't have a laid back job, then you might not want to do that because some jobs are high paced.
Yeah, I don't.
And I know your shit's high paced.
Yeah.
Because I remember I used to do something similar.
Retail,
to,
retail, yeah.
Retail. Which I still do retail, but it's not in that fashion. And I remember trying to be the fastest, but
that's what we
were motivated because there was very, very good people, and we wanted to not outdo somebody else, but
we
show
wanted-
that we were worthy.
A big thing with us is that we try to outdo each other in that job. We were competing with each other constantly.
A lot of people were competing to see who was the fastest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what made people work so hard because they were like, you know what? I'm not about to be like the weakest one. Fuck no. And like everybody would talk. Even the whole store would be like, damn, he's the fastest or
But you see, then we went from where we started off, and then we kept moving,
for example,
moving on up.
like we had like the worst job starting out. Remember? Me and you had the same.
We had the bottom of the barrel, bro.
Yeah, we. But I remember that even we perfected that.
Yeah. We would have shit done, and by the time we were done, by the time we had to clock out, we had a good like 30 minutes before we had to even clock out to just hang out and just
Well,
relax.
I never got that, but I did a couple times, but usually there was always some shit to do, whether it was cleaning or there was always some shit to do, Yeah, a couple times I did chill. I'm not gonna lie.
You see, where I started off the lowest, right? And then within 2 months, I moved up, and I kept moving on up. I am where I am now because of that drive, because of that persistency of wanting to do better, wanting to do the best job that I could do in my position, and wanting to exceed at that. I see a lot of that shit, a lot of that greatness in a lot of people that I work with right now. But I also see the other people that aren't driven like that. And I get it. Like, some people, this shit ain't just for them. It's not for them. They see it as just a job, And I get that. I respect that because you want to do something else with your life.
Yeah, but you can't take it out on your job. You gotta go out there and do it.
But when you clock in, treat it the same way you treat everything else.
I
Put
hon-
100%
I honestly
forward.
think the second you clock in, it's not your time anymore.
No,
you're on somebody
I'm
else's
paying
time.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm paying you.
When
If
you
you're
on your
not
own time, do whatever the fuck you want. But the thing is, some people clock in, they want to do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and if you want to do whatever the fuck you want,
And
it's
then
not
to-
gonna. It's
and
not
then they're
gonna
gonna
fly.
have an attitude about it too.
It's not gonna fly.
And then that kind of shit, people get angry when you tell them. But I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
It just won't fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, with me now, it's just not gonna fly. Cause I got a business to run. You know, at the end of the day, I have a business to run.
But do you remember when we were both young and we would see asshole managers and we would be like, he's such an asshole. But maybe they were just experiencing so many lazy fucks that, and we're just like,
See, but I'm not an asshole.
No, I know, I get it. But we would be like, fuck, well, he was let's just say whatever that manager was, they weren't directly an asshole with us.
No.
They were an asshole towards somebody else.
But it was,
but remember that we would look at it like, what an asshole.
Yeah,
because
well,
we
he's
would see
being a
that.
dick.
But he would never be a dick with us, or she would never be a dick with us because we were work. You know what I mean? And the people that
But I
didn't work,
recognize that, though.
yeah.
You could tell when somebody's phoning it in, when somebody's bullshitting, when somebody's just doing the bare minimum, right? And then taking their time with that, not really even doing the best job with the littlest of tasks, you know? And you're like, damn. And you kind of want to kick him in the ass or kind of want to say something, but, you're not allowed to. But it's just, I think we just different times, different perspectives and different drives. So I'm not mad at it. I just wish that, you clock in on my time. You're on my time when you're working with me. You're getting paid to do a job. Do that job. Do it 100%. When you clock out, feel that satisfaction that you did a job 100%, and go home, relax, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care what you do at home. You want to smoke weed, you want to get high, you want to drink, you want to play games all fucking night. I don't care. When you're on my time, do your job, and we're gonna have a great fucking time while you do your job. Cause I'm gonna respect that, and I'm gonna feel like, oh, okay, I don't have to be on your back. We can have a good time,
Yeah. I mean, I'm also looking at it like this too. Like, anybody can have a job, right, and do bare minimum to get by, which is fine. But just remember, like, I feel like if you want to go beyond that, let's say you want to go beyond that, you gotta do more than what's required. Some people say, I don't get paid for that. It's a big deal, right?
I heard that a lot of that.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't get paid for that. You don't have to do it. It's a decision. But remember that your partner that's next to you, when he or she gets a promotion, remember that person did more than what they got paid for. And then that's how they go up. You know
but also,
I mean?
don't remember that if I can see what you do, everybody else around you can see what you do. Everybody else acknowledges everybody, We're constantly judging people. All that shit, I don't judge people. We're constantly judging people. The moment we see somebody, we're judging them. All day, we work with people all day. We judge them all day. And we see the kind of person they are. We see their characteristics. We see where their faults are. We see where their greatnesses are. But, whatever. So, you like Batman, man?
What?
You like Batman?
Why do you say that?
Do you like Batman? There's gonna be a new Batman.
I don't know, but the reason why I asked because I didn't know this Gotham show existed, and I've been watching it lately. And
pretty goddamn good, right?
It is. I mean, I would wish Bruce
perspective.
I wish Bruce would grow the fuck up so I could see Batman, but
you want to kind of smack that little motherfucker, don't you?
He's so stupid,
yes,
but he's right
annoying,
though.
Yeah.
But sometimes
he's
right.
righteous. Like he's righteous. Like he's right. He's righteous too, but he gets annoying. Like.
Hell yeah.
But he's growing,
but you
though.
know
He's
who
a child,
like?
though.
Who I like is Alfred.
Yeah.
He's just so fucking trill.
Yeah.
Like, I liked it when he smacked Cat, and he was just like, and then Bruce Wayne was coming. He was just like, "Oh hey, Bruce Wayne." Like nothing. After he smacked that bitch, he was just
like Tony Soprano. Like yeah.
Like he smacks the person like a disgust, and then he turns around. He's just like,
"Hey, Master Wayne."
Hello, Master Wayne. Like that's
some old pimp shit right there.
And the fact that he can fight and he's trained is just so fucking cool. And it's just like you don't get to see Alfred's perspective normally.
You can hear it loud in the headphone.
You can't really ever see Alfred's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and then you can't see Jim Gordon's perspective ever, right? So that's why I'm into it, because you all know what Batman does, correct?
Yeah.
But this is it's not really, from what I know. Yes, it is. I know he's gonna be Batman, but it's just like it's building you towards that. But you're seeing different perspectives and different views.
You see what it took to get there. I think that's what you see, and you're like,
which you never would have. I would have never thought.
Like in every Batman movie, all you see is the parents get killed, and then he's seeking revenge, and then he turns into this righteous dude that won't kill nobody, but he's Batman and he tries to protect the city. That's it.
Yeah.
But you know the 3 Batman movies that came out, the Dark Knight Rises, and the three best Batman movies that came out with Christian Bale, where he talked in a deep voice, "I'm Batman." That one.
Yeah. What about it?
So Christopher Nolan is coming out with a new Batman movie and following and continuing his trilogy, and he's picking. You know who the new Batman's gonna be?
Who?
Take a guess.
I don't know.
Who do you think would be a good Batman?
I don't know. James Franco. Nah, I know it's not him, but.
But who do you think would be a good Batman? Who do you think would fit that? It's a hard.
That's a hard one, because.
You know, Christian Bale did a great fucking job as Batman.
He did.
With the Joker movie, that shit was fucking awesome. The Batman and the Joker movie, what was it like? Was it Dark Knight? Because the first one was Batman Begins. The second one was Dark Knight, and then the third one with Bane was the Dark Knight Rises. Some shit like that. You know?
Yeah, I get him a little confused, but I mean, I know the difference when I'm watching the movie, but I don't know.
But you see, he did a great job as Batman, right?
Yeah, he did. I mean,
it's better than Ben Affleck's fucking Batman.
He was Batman?
You don't even know that Ben Affleck was Batman?
And which one?
In Superman.
See, I didn't really watch those. Though.
Those suck, man. Those movies suck. Superman, and then Superman versus Batman. That shit.
Yeah, I never really
movies suck.
Those.
And then what's it? The Justice League. Those movies all suck, boy. They were the worst.
I'm talking about series. Like, there's movies that were in series. Even back in the day, there was a couple Batmans too that were pretty good too.
With
I forget his fucking name.
I know. You're talking about fucking.
With remember he would fight Penguin. And
yeah, it's the same motherfucker that played fucking Beetlejuice. What the fuck is his name?
Fuck, I forgot.
You want to look it up or not?
Nah, we're good.
Well, anyway, so who do you think will fit the new Batman's role?
Dude, there's so many. I know.
Remember Twilight?
Okay. Oh my God.
Remember Twilight? Remember Edward from Twilight, the vampire?
Yeah.
The main vamp. He's gonna be the new.
What the fuck?
He's gonna be the new Batman.
Are you fucking kidding
Robert Pattinson is gonna be the new Batman. From
I'm not saying
alleged
he's a bad
sources,
actor, but what the fuck?
We'll see. I'll give him a shot.
I don't know if he can pull that role though.
But if he doesn't, like you know.
I don't know, man.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to judge him. You know, he is from where the fuck? He's from across the sea. You know, England or some bullshit.
I don't know.
So is Christian Bale.
Yeah, but he has that that ruggedness.
But you see, he commits to a role. He commits to a role like in The Fighter. Remember when he was in The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg? Remember that movie? And he got all skinny because he was a crackhead. Yeah. You see, like he commits to roles. So we'll see. But I want to see if Robert Pattinson lives up to that shit. You know, those are big shoes to fill. You know, big boots.
I don't know,
big
man.
boots.
I just, I have no comment. I mean, like I said, he could do a great job, but I can't.
You never know, right? It's crazy. But I never thought like Christopher Nolan would come back out with like another movie on top of the 3 that he made. So maybe with him as a director and him following through with that, maybe it'll turn out good.
We'll see. Damn. When's the next movie coming out?
I don't know. They just announced it a couple days ago that he's gonna do it. Like 2 days ago, really. So it's crazy, right? You can't imagine him as Batman, but
I think that's why they did it though, because you can never imagine him.
But you couldn't imagine Christian Bale as a Batman either.
I mean,
right?
he I don't know. I feel like he could be like street badass though, like Christian Bale.
Yeah,
But not this other one. I feel like I don't know. He's just like a little vampire that's in love.
We'll see.
Know.
He's gonna have to bulk up, like get big.
Because I feel like
he's gonna have to get big for that role though, like a little buffer. Because you're like me. I'm imagining this skinny little vampire motherfucker. But now he's older. He's older now, so he's probably put on some weight. He's probably have that thicker body, and he's probably gonna get a lot thicker. If he's gonna play the role, he's gonna have to build muscle. So he's gonna have to fucking bulk up.
I think you're right. Maybe I'm just envisioning him very skinny, but also Christian Bale was very skinny too.
Yeah, but you see that he bulked up for them.
Yeah.
Like he was bulking up for those fucking movies. He got buff. He actually played the role. Not like Ben Affleck. If you look at Ben Affleck's Batman, that motherfucker is super thick. Like he's fat thick. Like he's us thick. So it's awful. Like I hated the new Superman movies and the Batman versus Superman, the Justice League. I hated those fucking movies. They were horrible. Yeah, they don't live up to the hype because they were just trying to compete with the Avengers. But anyway, you like Tony Robinson, right?
I do.
So I got some bad news for you.
Bro, what? Don't say he died.
Nah.
I know he can't die yet. He still owes favors.
Nah, man.
What did he do?
So he's in the news.
Since when?
3 days ago. Was when the first article dropped.
All right. Please don't say he's gay.
Nah.
Okay,
So he's been having every audience member that he has.
Not to say I'm against that, but it's just like
No.
I don't know.
Audience.
I listen to it,
Every audience member or anybody that he has as a guest on his show is they make them sign like a waiver. Like you can't say shit. You can't say nothing about the show or what happened before the show or after the show.
Okay.
And now they're coming out. A lot of people are coming out. Even his staff members are coming out that he's sexually abusive.
I could have seen that.
Yeah,
like,
Tony Robinson.
Grab a motherfucker or a bitch by the neck and be like, "Do you feel this? Thinking you're fine." Yeah.
So he even did it to a lot of the people, a lot of the women that said they had been like sexually abused or raped, and he would call them out in the back room, but like, "You're lying, right? You're fucking lying." Like he'd be like, "Your husband didn't do it, or you were probably acting crazy when your husband did that shit." Like he was treating them like shit, and then. The thing
is, he thinks he's a fucking mind reader and shit.
Yeah, and then also he was being like sexually aggressive towards the women too, and like fucking pushing himself on them.
Man, that's a big dude. Like I don't know. The thing is, he gets so into his shit that I can see him being.
The problem
aggressive.
is that he has a whole show predicated on the fact that he helps people with the same things that he's doing to them. So he has a show where he helps people with rape and sexual abuse and trauma and all this shit, and he gives speeches on how to like live a better life and how to get over this shit. But he's doing the same thing. But I guess you can't talk unless you've gone through it, experience. I'm just fucking around. That was fucked up. I'm sorry. That was fucked up.
I never viewed him as a bad guy. I don't think
you
he
can't
is.
view him as a bad guy though, because he's helping. He's been helping for so long. Think about it. He's been like 20 years.
Mistake.
20 years? No,
Rambling
but even the
on,
staff.
finally he fucked up.
It's been like 20 years that he's been online on the air, right? But it's been going on with the staff members too, where like he'll push himself on the staff members. He'll be like reenact the moment, orgasm for me. Fucking, so he makes them play with themselves and do all this crazy shit. This motherfucker's sick. But I think after a while, you keep hearing these fucking stories, you're gonna get some kinks in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you walk away with this shit. Your sexual exposure is through the fucking roof when you listen to these people's stories.
I mean, Marv, for example, right? Let's say you were to get famous, this and that. I could see somebody being like, "Well, Marv tried to push himself on me. Maybe you were a little drunk,
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, but
in high school.
I'm just saying.
Get out of here. It was not like I'm a fucking rapist.
Exactly, but
you just be know when you try too hard or when you
maybe you didn't realize it.
Yeah. I've seen those moments. I've
what's up, girl?
When you actually try to push too hard and your girl pushes you back, you're like, stop. That's when you stop. But
yeah,
Tony Robinson, though.
When you did that, it was kind of scary. Like,
right,
stop.
It was right. It was a serious stop.
Yeah,
and you recognize that. Tony Robinson didn't though.
Because he's the man.
Because
And
he made everybody sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements.
So they get sued now for saying that?
They could get sued, but those go out the fucking window. Look at Stormy Daniels. Oh, maybe. Well, not really, because she's owing Trump now and she's back into porn.
But sucking dick to get paid that motherfucker back.
She's owing Trump big money, bro.
But
all his legal fees, all them fucking lawyers that he has on his retainer.
But the thing is, I feel like somebody gave her the money and was like, "Go ahead and say some shit. I'm gonna pay for it."
Maybe,
then,
but or maybe he just crossed the line, and the first person came out, and it was a domino effect, and everybody started coming out, and even the guests.
And then whoever the fuck did that was like, "Oh, I'm out."
You know his employee.
And that's why she's back to stripping and sucking dick.
Who, Stormy Daniels or the audience members?
No, Stormy Daniels.
So, another thing that they got him on was that.
But she's gonna do books and all that shit.
Yeah, but that shit. How much money can you make?
Well,
I guess if it's a hot topic, but I'm not reading her book.
I don't have time to read
I'll listen to it on audio. You know?
Fuck no, I'm not wasting my time with that. I'd rather listen to Tony Robbins. I'll be back, Marv.
Oh, shit. Damn. All right, so I'm going to say what else Tony Robinson did. What else did he do? He also had his employees go out into the crowd and handpick the hottest girls to talk to so he could ask them all these crazy questions and then get them in the back and sexually harass them. Oh, man, that's kind of weird, huh? That's kind of fucking weird. I feel weird about that. That's like a borderline sociopath, right? So you want to try to help them, but abuse them at the same time? Don't get it, man. That's weird. But I wonder why he got in that profession, right? So he got in the profession to help people, but he probably had that kink to begin with. You know, there's a lot of like those nurses that kill people or overdose them so they can kill them. So they got into the business. They got into nursing to help people, and then they end up killing people. I saw a documentary about it once, and it was fucked up. So what else? Let me. Oh, LER called. So, talk about Trump. So there was a Louisiana governor that Trump went to go visit. I don't know if you guys saw this shit recently. And I think it was this week that he went to go visit him. And when Trump got off the plane, the Louisiana governor had them funny ass socks. Them Louisiana socks, you know what I'm saying? Them swamp socks.
Sorry, Marv. Dude, I'm really dehydrated. I'm so sorry.
Ask LER to call back here.
Oh, you didn't pick it up?
Oh no, Brian called.
No, just we'll do the questions after later.
All right, so Tony Robinson, right? So he did all this crazy shit. The other thing that I was talking about. Oh, that's nice. Another thing that I was talking about is that he had his employees go out to the crowd.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
That's like a club owner going to look for the best girls in the club. Hey, you want to go up to VIP?
Hey, you want to do some coke? Come upstairs. I got some coke for you.
In.
I got some coke.
You'll have free drinks and cocaine and whatever you want.
All right. So with Trump, right? I was talking about Trump.
Yeah.
And man, did you see that? He was on. Well, there was an article. Damn, where the fuck is this shit? There was an article him that he went to Louisiana, right?
Okay.
What the fuck, man? He went to Louisiana, and he met up with the Louisiana governor. God damn it, man. And the governor had Donald Trump socks, which is fucking hilarious.
Are you like trying to bring it up?
Yeah, but it's not coming up. Okay, so okay, yeah, here we go. Look at these socks. You see? Oh shit. Oh no, what's this? Look at these socks.
I see it.
Hilarious, bro. They had Donald Trump sauce on. Isn't that a little disrespectful though?
I think that's freedom of speech, honestly.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it depends on the way you look at it. I mean, yeah, of course, some people don't give a fuck. They'll be like, oh, fuck that shit. Yeah, but at the end of the day, everybody can have their own freedom of speech, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They can, the same way you like something, they whoever the fuck can like something too, you know? It don't mean it's right or wrong, you know? It's just freedom of speech. Fuck, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tony Robbins. He's really good. He's great, man. It's really fucking good. I mean, I kind of could, whatever you're telling me though, I could picture it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know he's very aggressive in the way he does things, and the only reason why he's aggressive is because he does not want you wasting your time. He's trying to implant some shit in your fucking brain and just fucking do it.
Some shit
Fucking do it. Implant. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Marv, but the thing is, it's just like some people, they don't get it. They listen to it, but it goes in one ear, comes with the other one. This motherfucker wants to grab your hand and tell you you're gonna fucking do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, you know. Maybe he gets a little overboard, you know, but he loves what he does to the point where he does it so much to a passion where maybe some might take it the wrong way.
Pee, so you got this for a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, he does it to shit. So, I mean, I personally like him. Yeah, he could have done some things like that, but at the end of the day, maybe it's just the way he is. You know, it's just like when they called out what's his face, the vice president, well, ex-vice president. They were saying that he gets very close to women, and women felt offended, whatnot. But you know, he's been doing that for 20, 30 years. It's just the way he is. It's not. I mean, some people are just, they're like that, you know. And I'm not saying that it's right, but it's like a line, you know, fine line. And I guess it depends on the person, you know. Some people put it out there, some people don't. People put it out there because they don't want to have that in their head, and they're like, "Fuck, this happened to me." But like I said, it's very iffy because at the end of the day, anybody can offend you. The difference is, are they hold high power or they're famous, and that's the reason why you put them out there. But at the end of the day, a coworker, a family member, they could just be like doing the same shit to you, but nobody listens to it because they're not famous or they're not powerful.
But I think that's what the problem is with, and just like the shit that's been going on with that Me Too movement is that they hold power and they hold a position where they can exploit.
But that can happen to anybody, whether you're famous or not. The difference is that you're going to be put out there or not.
Yeah, but I think the reason why it makes headlines with like Tony Robbins is that he is helping people and he's putting people out there. Like he's moving. I guess like he's kind of like putting a light on you, so you could probably do whatever you need to do, like in your career. I guess I don't know what you would get out of going on the Tony Robbins show and him exploiting your rape story, but I think that's why it's such a big deal. You know?
But when you say that, like, he would put other people's business out there and point at the person, he would make them get up or something.
Yeah, like, so he would have his staff go out there and like handpick the people that he wants to talk to, and then he'll like basically get the worst story and then exploit them, and then after the interview on the show, he'll talk to them afterwards and be like, "But you were acting crazy when your husband beat you, right?" Like he would like make them feel like shit, or he would just, or like sexually harass them, or you know, like he would do crazy shit. is what the story says. You know, as it moves along, we'll probably get more facts, or we might get his tale. We might get his tale of the story.
But has he spoken out?
He hasn't spoken out yet, but
he's a smart man because right now he's just.
They're just allegations.
They're just allegations. If he speaks out, then they might be true. He's
yeah, but the only reason I brought it up is because it was in the news and it was like a big headline, and it was like somebody that everybody goes to for advice. It'd be like Dr. Phil or Dr. Drew coming out having some shit on Dr. Drew or Dr. Phil like that, Yeah. It'd be like some shit like that. But since it's Tony Robinson's that holds seminars and does private shows and does this and that, it's a big deal. Yeah. But, moving on. Moving on. Did you hear about the Hawaiian senator that's running for presidency in 2020?
The Hawaiian what? Candidate?
Senator.
Senator? That wants to be a candidate to run for the presidency?
Mm-hmm. She's...
Oh, it's a she.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
A real she that we actually can trust, not like Hillary Clinton.
What makes you think you can trust her?
Well, I heard a couple interviews with her.
Okay, but that doesn't say anything.
And what I really admire about her name is... Hold on, let me pull her fucking name in because I had it right here. It's Tulsa Gabbard. Yeah. She's 37 years old. She's a Iraq vet.
Okay.
Which I respect. The Iraq war was right in our...
Because when you send people to war, because remember, you're the commander in chief, and you decide whether you go to war or not. You know?
See, but the last...
so it's always good to have, a veteran.
Well, we get that perspective. We have her, and we have that perspective from her. So she actually knows, and she actually knows how to be in the war, what it was like to be in that war zone, what it was like to be in a war that was basically faked just so we could go into Iraq and for oil. It's like there was a war not just for us, but it was a war that was predicated on the fact that we were going there to control the oil that Iraq has. And not only did we invade them, we bombed them, we killed a lot of people over there. Even with the Obama presidency, all those fucking drone droppings where they killed hundreds of people that were innocent. We get a point of view from her where she's been in the battlefield. She's lost, her brothers and sisters in arms. The people that she fought with have died. So we get that perspective. So she's not pro-war. And a lot of our funds, a lot of our taxes go to, whenever we go to war, we have to also, after war, fix what's going on there. So we have to put money into Iraq to fix their government system. So we got to make their government system like ours,
like their infrastructure.
Mm-hmm. So we also a lot of our taxes go into making them a better state. But why? Like
because you're trying to keep controlling them. It's like, hey, I defeated you, but hey, I'm gonna help you out, but just know that I'm gonna need something in return.
But that's why we're in a lot of debt, because we stay doing that.
Because we're greedy as shit. People, it's like rich people. Some rich people are more in debt than the average person. But why? Because that debt keeps producing. And it produces and produces and produces and produces, and then you develop a habit to become in debt at all times. Mm-hmm. And then you start hiding the money, then you start doing this, and you start doing that. And why?
So because who do we go? So, with that being said, who do we go? Who would we end up going war to next? Probably China. You see, with Donald Trump.
Well, yeah.
Well, Donald Trump has been. What did he just say? He just said something the other day about China, and I want to say it was like,
yeah, but China, they're very usage. Smart people though, man.
It was something about data usage or some shit like that.
Yeah, they're very smart though. They know how to indebt people. So
well, you see what China does compared to us is where we go in and we help countries, or we were to buy a part of a country to help them to fix their infrastructure. China goes in to buy certain areas of countries so they can build on top of that to better, so maybe like their ports or something like what we did in the beginning of our country. So we bought out ports and we did this, we did trades with this. So basically China is basically doing the same shit now.
Yeah, and they're very smart. They're very fucking smart. Well, I'll be honest. The reason the way you play the game is indebting people.
Yeah.
Because when you indebt somebody, they're gonna find a way to pay you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the more people you have paying, the more things you can do. That's how power gets built.
You see, but another thing with China is that, damn, what the fuck was I gonna say? Another thing with China is that they're everything with, not even China is like North Korea and everybody.
Well, that's two different things.
It's a
China is somebody, well, a country we deal with. We actually do business with. You know?
yeah.
North Korea, we don't do any type of business with them.
Well,
Except
not
for
even,
South Korea.
yeah, China too, with where it's
Yeah.
about progressing technology, right? You say a lot of China is about progressing technology. It's more like a tech-run country, you know.
It is.
So more like us,
They will give United States a run for their money. I feel in the future.
and more like us, we're more like an economical thing where we gotta have people to produce, to do this, to do that, right? So with China being a technology based country, it's, you know, that's why they did the one child a family thing where
Well, the population is ridiculous.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So their whole country is based on what can we do, how do we better our country technology. So a lot of their things are based on what they can do to fix what they have in their. Hold on. Hello.
Yo,
What's going on, buddy?
what's up?
I heard you got questions, cause it's time for questions with LER.
Yeah.
I'm a little under the weather right now, but I got
Yeah, I
You
know.
need some pig feet soup?
yeah,
Or some moose soup.
some crushy feet.
You're gonna crush my feet. I want you to beat my meat.
Oh my god. So you got your top questions that you might want to say, because we're gonna wrap this up soon.
All right. I got one good question.
All right.
Let's see here. If you were given $1 billion, but you can only buy things that start with the first letter of your name, what are you buying?
I'll buy I don't know, a hotel,
Hotels?
Okay, that's
because they have
like,
food there and I could just chill there.
What about hoes?
You
that's
know,
like
I'm good. I would buy houses, hotels.
I'm gonna buy mangoes so I never go hungry.
mangoes.
I'm gonna buy.
He's a monkey.
Man.
Hey,
You can buy a mansion.
Oh, I can buy a mansion.
Yeah.
I can buy.
A Mercedes, a Maserati,
Yeah. Thank you for this.
one McDonald's.
a McDonald's.
I'll buy I'll buy my friend a Maserati,
All right.
and I would also buy Modelo's because I can't buy any other beer. Moet for the parties, and buy a massage parlor so I can get jacked off all the time.
Pretty sick, but okay.
I don't know, man. It's fucking tough. How about you, LER? What would you get?
With with the letter J, that's not that much except for like, I don't know. J.
Marijuana. I would buy marijuana. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Who's
So
J?
fuck is there with a J? There's nothing there with J.
Jacuzzis.
Jacuzzis,
What fucking gonna do with that? Besides,
juices,
fuck.
Juices. You can also buy there's
Jello.
houses that are called J's. What are they fucking called?
Jello shots.
Man, what are you, a fucking 18-year-old on Miami Beach. What else? What the fuck would you buy?
Well, just it's lure though. Lure L. He would have to go with L.
I would buy endless jacking off
This is
sessions.
questions with lure. So you could buy a loft. You could buy Lower Manhattan. You could buy.
Oh shit!
yeah.
Or you could buy
A load of
all these low esteem hoes. That was fucked up. I'm sorry. All right, that's it. That's no more questions.
I mean, y'all want another one?
Yeah, throw another one. Throw another one our way.
All right. Would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak?
shit. Read. I'll speak. What?
Really? Yeah, I would too.
You
I'll
can't
speak
read,
like a
you're not gonna be
motherfucker.
able to
The
read.
thing is, words are very powerful.
But yeah, I would learn. I would fuck reading.
I don't even read anymore. I mean, I do read every
There's
day.
the whole world is full of pictures.
Don't you have to read the amount that the check is written out to or whatever?
Yeah.
That's what I got Heck for. Or I got you for. You can read.
Reading.
I just gotta trust you.
There's a sign language for not being able to.
Yeah, but you see there again. There's sign
so
language.
Is there a sign language for not being able to read? No, there's not.
It's okay, but
You're just dumb.
I'm not able to read. I'm able to count.
That's
Loophole.
You gotta look at them numbers, don't you?
You don't read numbers. You count numbers. I'm gonna give me this whole check in cash, and I'm counting this shit.
It's the same shit as if a mouse is outside.
No, it's not the same.
It can't because it would be a rat if it's outside, and if it's inside,
It's
it'd be
not
a mouse.
the same.
A mouse cannot be outside and come inside to be a mouse.
It's not the same.
If
Lur.
a rat goes inside, it becomes a mouse. If a mouse goes outside, it becomes a rat.
All right. Would you rather be in jail for a year or lose a year of your life?
I use a year of my life.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Fucking convicts.
Hold on. I got a would you rather. It says, would you rather be without your elbows or be without your knees?
Fuck.
What would you do?
Well, I would rather be without my elbows because I'd rather walk than.
But then when you walk, your hands gonna be being like thrown
No,
everywhere.
I would have no hands, but
Yeah, I'd rather walk. Fuck all that.
I'd rather walk.
But how you gonna
Your
jack
leg or
off?
You lose your arm.
I don't give a fuck about that.
What happens when you want to
I'm
jack
thinking about,
off?
I can't do
Or
shit.
when you want to finger somebody, or when you want to put your dick, when you want to grab your meat and put
Hey,
it
my
inside of
toes.
somebody.
My toes are big enough too.
Oh my God, you're gonna have to learn Pilates and yoga. I'll be without knees. You put me in a wheelchair, it don't mean I lose function of my cock.
Wow.
Okay. All right, one more question.
I got one. Would you rather use eye drops made of vinegar or toilet paper made out of sand? A lot of silence over here, huh? I'm using.
I'll do the eye
Ah,
drops.
fuck. I don't know. I got hemorrhoids.
Wait.
I'll do the eye
no,
drops.
What was your question?
It said, would you rather use eye drops made out of vinegar or use toilet paper made out of sandpaper?
I'll do the eye drops.
I wouldn't do either. I'd rather just go clean my ass with some rocks.
You
or
can't
something.
choose
You're
that.
not, it's would you rather, asshole.
Or would you rather suck these nuts or suck Hector's nuts?
And this has been Questions with Lur. All right, baby boy,
No,
take care of
I
yourself.
got one last one.
All right.
All right.
Okay, and this is very simple. Would you rather talk to land animals, animals that fly, or animals that live underwater?
Land animals.
Animals underwater.
I'll do land.
Yeah, land animals. Or talk to a lion.
You guys are gay. I'd rather go underwater. Those fucking.
Can't
Or
even
you
breathe
talk
under
to a
there.
fish.
Yeah, but those dolphins are smart as
I'd
shit.
rather
All
talk to
those
a
dolphins.
Oh yeah. Okay.
A lot of sea animals are way smarter. And what happens when you go to the beach and you start drowning? A lion gonna come save you?
What do you live in, land or sea, nigga?
Yeah, but what are you gonna be, the queen of the squirrels?
No, you could be any land.
You about to be hanging outside with squirrels, bringing you nuts and shit, and fucking rats.
Okay.
What are you, George of the Jungle, motherfucker? I'd rather be out in the sea and having killer whales take me where all the gold is at. You know what I'm saying?
You rather be friends with Nemo and shit.
I'd rather be friends with the killer whales and be like, yo, a ship just sank here, and there's hella gold over there.
You know, grow gills and everything.
I'll be awkward, boy.
Always in that stage.
All right, go to sleep, LER. You sick. You need some soup and some dick. Go to sleep, baby.
Good, I'm out.
All right, brother.
Alright. Yes.
Sorry.
So those are pretty good questions. Anything to wrap it up, Marv?
I don't think there's shit else to say, but this has been H&M.
Ouch, yeah.
This has been H&M, brother.
And we're